What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy 100 Grand back outside with another video today. Today I'm going to teach you how to make your first $100,000 so you can spend all your money and buy some cars. I mean, you could do that, but really I just want to show y'all how to make your first $100,000. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never teach y'all something that I ain't never did, so take that note while I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you it's because I done it, I seen somebody do it. Nah, if I tell you something, it's because I done it. Now look at this, right? I'm gonna teach y'all how to make y'all first $100,000. Now what you choose to do with it is your business. But me, you know, I love cars, so I spend some of my money on cars, you know, real estate, stuff of that nature. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you've been with the channel, I really appreciate it. Go ahead and get you some merch on hurt100gangclothing.com. Shouts out to Blueprint 1 LE. Shouts out to Race Car Friends, Race Car 21. We got some huge supporters on the channel. They've been rocking with us for a long time. And also, shouts out to Speed Life. I think it's Speed Life 305. I'm not sure if I'm getting that right, but you know who you are. Thank you for the support. This is how you make your first 100,000. Maybe I should pull the Super out so it hit a little different, because this $100,000 in cars, so maybe it'll hit different if I pull the Mark 5 out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out. Let's go. Okay, they both out now. I feel like that's hitting different. And correction, shouts out to Speed is Life 35. I got it right this time. So look, you got to do a couple things to make your first 100,000, man. Like, and it's not hard, but it's not easy. In the words of Jim Rohn, the thing that's easy to do is easy not to do. So let's start there. All right. At this point in time, I'm gonna tell y'all how to make your first 100,000. And for some reason, every time I get out here, it wanna get windy. So y'all bear with me. I'm gonna try to talk as loud as I can. And I got some notes, so if you see me looking away, that's what's going on. First thing you wanna do, make your first 100,000 so you can buy whatever cars or do whatever you wanna do, right? And the thing about making your first 100,000, right? Once you make the first 100,000, make it 200, 300, 400,000, 500,000. After that, it's easier, believe it or not. That first 100,000 is the hardest. Trust me, for some reason, I don't know why it is, but that first 100,000 is hard. So the first thing you wanna do to make your first 100,000 is you gotta elevate your mind and your expectations. And what do I mean by that, right? You always hear people say deep stuff like, bro, you gotta elevate your mind. This is what I mean when I say elevate your mind. Like, you gotta redefine things to yourself, right? You gotta redefine what's money. You gotta redefine what's respect. You gotta redefine what's wealth. You gotta redefine what's health. And let me give you an example. Like, right now, if you work a 9 to 5, you probably make $20 an hour. You probably think that $5,000 a month is a lot of money. You gotta redefine that for yourself. In order to make 100,000, 100 G's is like 8,333 and 33 cents and forever and ever and ever a month, right? So that 5,000 now has to become small to you. You gotta elevate your mind and be like, you know, 5,000 is nothing for me to accomplish. 5,000 is nothing. You gotta start telling yourself, if you're a man or woman, I'm a 10,000, 20,000 miles a month man or woman. You know, whatever amount you wanna make, you know, but we're trying to just make 100,000 at first. So I would say start at, hey, every day telling yourself, I'm a $100,000 man. I'm a $100,000 woman. I'm a $10,000 a month type of woman. I'm a $10,000 a month type of guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean, you know, elevate your mind and then redefine what money is to you. Second thing you wanna do is, you gotta look at your team, right? You gotta look at the people around you. You gotta decide whether if they're adding to your energy and your dream or they taking away. If they're taking away, you gotta put them away. You gotta get rid of them, you know what I'm saying? Because bad energy only begets more bad energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, negativity, in my mind, to me, only brings more negativity. If you're positive, being positive is only gonna bring more positivity. And you can tell these people, man, like, you ever been around somebody and then after you're done with them, or after you're done being around them, you're just exhausted? Cut them people off. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna save you more harm than good and the better. I mean, I know you might care about them, stuff like that. That's all cool, but when you're on this mission, you're gonna have to distance them. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll be slowing you down. Trust me. Another thing that you want to do, you want to stay consistent, right? Like me on YouTube, I haven't really been consistent, but when I was consistent, I was getting the most results. Same thing when you out here grinding, you putting that work in, trying to get your first 100,000. You got to be consistent. And when I say consistent, I mean every day. And if you can't go every day, gotta be at least out of 7 days out of the week, you gotta at least be putting in that work 6 days out of the week. You know what I'm saying? Put that grind in, put that time in, and that's gonna make you stay consistent. I mean, that consistency is gonna push you to that 100,000. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no results without being consistent. That's if you in the gym, that's in relationships, that's just in life in general. Like, you gotta stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Gotta stay consistent. And the last thing you gotta do, right? And these are just 100 grand rules. You can make your own. I'm just telling you how I did it, right? Next thing you want to do is you want to believe it before you can see it. Now, I hope we got a lot of people of faith following the channel, but if you don't believe in nothing, I want to encourage you to believe in something. You got to believe before you see it, and you got to believe before you receive. Like, you really have to be able to take yourself out of your current situation and see where you want to be into the future. And you got to use your imagination sometimes. Sometimes you might have to zone out. Sometimes you might have to lock in. You know, go get some silence by yourself. Go to a room by yourself. You know, or me, I like to listen to music. I listen to my music. That's how I meditate. I lock in and I see myself in the future. You got to see yourself being $100,000. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, I ain't never going to tell you nothing that I ain't never did before. You know what I'm saying? Now that we done covered that, right? Next thing you want to do is you gotta, okay, I know this gonna sound crazy, right? But bear with me, okay? Next thing you want to do on your route to $100,000, you want to write everything down. Everything you want to accomplish, everything that you want to own, everything that you want to have, you got to write that down. Put it on paper. You know what I'm saying? Put that thing on paper. Now, I don't know what it is about putting stuff on paper, but whenever I put stuff on paper, it always happens. Give you a quick story. I never was a guy that believed in manifestation or nothing like that, you know, until Maria told me. She was like, you need to start manifesting stuff. So, you know, now I got it on my shirt. Manifested, 100GameClothing.com. You know, I ain't believe none of that, right? So she was telling me about manifestation, put me on the YouTube videos, and, you know, all the stuff you could do to look up manifestation and stuff like that. And I ain't really believe it. This is about probably like 10 years ago. Nah, about like 8 years ago. I ain't really believe it back then. So she told me, just write down something. She told me to look at the steps of manifestation. It's like, you gotta be able to write something down, not have attachment to it, and then kind of just let it go, and then just put consistent action towards whatever you're trying to do every day. So I just put something crazy like, you know, meet Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? At the time, he was a huge YouTuber, and he was like, you know, crushing all these records and stuff like that. And I was like, there's no way that a black guy from Atlanta is gonna be linked up with Logan Paul. You know, how would that happen? That's not gonna happen. So I wrote it down, I forgot about it, you know what I'm saying? And about a year passed by, lo and behold, I get a phone call, and folks is like, yo, we want you to link up with Logan Paul. I'll post a picture so y'all can see that in my cap. Link up with Logan Paul. Now I know Logan Paul, I know Jake, I know everybody. And safe to say, I manifested it. It's a weird concept, but if you got a little bit of faith, I feel like it's something, you know what I'm saying, that'll really pay dividends or add to your life, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, 100 grand ain't gonna tell you to do nothing that I ain't never did before, you know what I'm saying? If I did it, you know what I'm saying, I'll tell you to do it. But if I ain't something I ain't did and I ain't know it's 100%, I ain't gonna tell you, because I just don't get down like that. Now I know y'all wondering, like, bro, you talking about that 100,000, all this and all that. What's some jobs that I can do to make this 100,000? All right, bet. I got you covered. I thought about it. You know, I took notes. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give y'all this video because I want to see y'all had a Super 2. I want to see y'all had a Type R2 or whatever car you want. You know what I'm saying? You want the Black Wing, you want the TRX, whatever you want to get. You know what I'm saying? I want to get you to that level. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to give me no props. Just pass it on to the next man. Pass it on to the next woman. You feel me? I just want to put the information out because nobody told me. Nobody sold me or told me the game. I had to come out here, get bruised up, get put in headlocks, beat up a few people. You know what I'm saying? Go through a lot of trials and tribulations till I found out how to do this. I had to go through a lot of bumps and bruises. Somebody would have told me, right now, you probably be talking to a billionaire Nate, not 100 grand Nate. You know what I'm saying? So, see some jail. These some jails. These are some jobs that you could do to get your first 100,000. You know what I'm saying? 100,000. You could do sales. Anything with commission, sales, car sales, I recommend. House sales, you know, real estate. Anything, solar panels, anything that got commission based. Do that, master that, and that's a fast way to make 100,000. Easy. You can do it in a year, you can do it in 6 months. Yes, you can make 100,000 in 6 months. If you're good enough, some people I see do it in 3. But you gotta be a machine. You gotta be a master of your craft. You gotta master it. And it takes more than 3 months to master your craft most times, you know what I'm saying? Unless you just superhuman with it. Some people are superhuman with it, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you can do sales. Another thing you can do is content creation. Get on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Get on YouTube. Get on Instagram. You never know, man. Like, there's somebody out there that's looking for a story that you got. You know what I'm saying? Put that out there, then you gonna blow. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. I know some of y'all seen it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Content creation. Another thing you can do is be an athlete. Obviously, that's obvious. If you're an athlete, 100,000 is easy. You know what I'm saying? Being an athlete not easy at all. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all think being an athlete is easy. Being an athlete is one of the hardest things you can do. Probably the hardest thing you can do out of this list, I'm telling you. But you can be an athlete, make 100,000, easy. Another thing you can do is specialized skill. What you mean specialized skill? I mean like, you know, doctor, lawyer, surgeon, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Specialized skills, like stuff you gotta go to school for a long, long time to do. Easy 100,000. You know what I'm saying? You can do that, 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me now. 100,000. That ain't easy though. That ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? I'd say sales is number one if you're talking about difficulty to hard. None of this particularly easy, but it's easy. Don't let that go over your head. Another thing you could do, right? You could be a plumber, you could be an electrician, and another sneaky thing that a lot of people ain't talking about that you could do to make your first 100,000, you can get into IT. If you get your couple certifications, get into IT. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to defend and learn how to attack, learn how to hack. Things like that is gonna get you your first 100,000, way more than 100,000 actually. But you know, spread the word on that. Just look into it. And if you want to know more about that, then you know, just comment and we'll find out some ways so I can tell you more than that. But you know, man, it's a lot of ways to make money. You just gotta open your mind, elevate your grind, and keep searching. And if you're watching this video, something brought you here to know this, to learn this information. So take heed, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to do, but it's easy not to do. But one thing I'm gonna tell you is believe in yourself. Believe before you can see it. Stay consistent. Take action every day. Elevate your mind. Look at your team. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your team is pushing you and not pulling you backwards. You know what I'm saying? That's going to really, really help you. And then as soon as you know it, your first 100,000 going to be in your account. And you're going to have all type of cars. You're going to have all type of things in your life materially that you will want. Now, don't get this misconstrued. Don't get it misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? Material things ain't the best thing to have in the world. The best thing to have in the world is family, love, loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Real soldiers beside you, people that really stay down with you, people that really love and care about you. That's the most important thing. So while you out here on this grind, don't forget to spend time with those that love you and care about you. You know what I'm saying? You might not have a whole lot. You might have a little lot like me. You know what I'm saying? I got too many people that care about me, but the ones that do, they really do, and I care about them too. So make sure you take care of the people that care about you. That's the most important thing. Health and the people around you, the wealth and stuff, that stuff that can come and go. You can always get the money back. You can always lose it. But you know, you can't get your health back, can't get your family once they're gone. So while you on your grind, remember the same time, the ones that you love, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, but I just wanna drop some jewels on y'all. Give y'all a little TED talk, you know what I'm saying? Give y'all a little 100 grand talk, you know what I'm saying? We outside, this how you gonna make your first 100,000 to buy your dream car. I titled it like that because, you know, I got cars, but obviously, you know, if you wanna make your first 100,000 and invest it, that's the smartest thing to do. Make your first 100,000 and buy your first home, make your first 100,000 and put away for kids, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I just titled it like this because I review cars, I got cars, so I just said make your first 100,000 to buy your first dream car or buy your dream cars, you know what I'm saying? But we outside. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you like this video, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a share, something like that. Tell somebody about me. Go ahead and get some merch at Won't Hurt, 100gangclothing.com. We own them. Shouts out to Race Car Friends. Shouts out to Blueprint When I Leave. Shouts out to Race Car 21. We outside with another video. I'm coming back outside. We live. Let's go. And by the time you see this video, it's probably my birthday or a day after my birthday. So get in them comments and tell 100 grand happy birthday. Let's go.